May 10th, 1940. The invasion of France has begun. We crossed the border early this morning under a grey sky. The Luftwaffe pounded the enemy positions ahead of us, clearing the way for our advance. The ground shook as our tanks rolled forward, and the sound of artillery was deafening. The French resistance was tougher than expected at first, but we pushed through. My comrades and I are determined. We've been trained for this moment, and now we must prove ourselves. The thrill of the advance is mixed with fear, but we all know that this is the beginning of something huge. May 18th, 1940. It's been over a week since the campaign started, and already it feels like a lifetime. We've been moving so fast that there's hardly time to rest. The blitzkrieg is working. The French lines are collapsing, and their troops are retreating. We've seen villages reduced to rubble, and the fields are littered with wreckage. The French soldiers we encounter are often in disarray, some surrendering without a fight. But there are still pockets of fierce resistance, and every time we come under fire, the reality of war hits hard. The weather has been unpredictable, with rain turning the roads to mud, slowing us down. May 28th, 1940. The closer we get to Paris, the more intense the fighting becomes. We've had several skirmishes in the countryside, where the French tried to hold their ground. One day, we were ambushed while moving through a dense forest. The battle was chaotic gunfire and explosions all around. I saw men fall beside me, and it's something I won't forget. The thought of being next always lingers in the back of my mind, but there's no room for hesitation. We press on, driven by orders and the belief that victory is near. June 5th, 1940. We're approaching the outskirts of Paris. The mood in the unit is a strange mix of excitement and dread. The French are putting up a last stand, and the fighting has become more brutal. We've had to clear out several strongholds, house by house. It's exhausting work, and the losses are mounting. The city is within our grasp, but at what cost? We've heard rumors that the French government is preparing to flee, and that surrender could be imminent. Still, until that happens, we have to keep fighting. I've seen enough death in the past weeks to last a lifetime. June 14th, 1940. Paris has fallen. We marched into the city today, and it felt surreal. The streets were eerily quiet, the once bustling metropolis now under our control. The French soldiers we encountered laid down their arms, and the civilians watched us with a mix of fear and disbelief. It's a victory, but there's little celebration among us. We've seen too much, and we know the war is far from over. As we settle into our positions, I can't help but think about what comes next. For now, Paris is ours, but the world is still at war. The road ahead is uncertain,